Hello students. So we have been discussing moving objects around us. So I showed you some objects. Some of these were moving, some of these were at rest. We made a column also, objects in motion and objects at rest. So the objects which were moving, were the motion same in all the objects, like the hands of the clock or wristwatches, or the motion of the birds or the ceiling fan? No, these were different. So there are different types of motion. Today we are going to discuss types of motion. Now what you see? A car moving on a straight path. Now see a tree. The fruits from the tree fall on the ground. So this is also falling in a straight path. So when an object moves in a straight path or a straight line, we say this type of motion rectilinear motion. Other examples, see vehicles on the straight road, march past of soldiers in the parade, falling of stone or fruit. So when an object moves in a straight line, we say this type of motion as rectilinear motion. Here you see the blades of a fan or the hands of a clock. So this is actually moving in a circular path. If you put a point on the mark a point on the blades of the fan, you will see always the distance is same from the center. So as it is moving a circular path, here also in the hands of the clock you see it is moving in a circular path. So when an object moves in a circular path, this type of motion is called circular motion. Examples: electric fans, the blades of electric fan, then hands of the clock or wristwatches, wheels of car or bicycle, a child sitting on the merry-go-round. So all these are examples of circular motion. Another which I show you here, what is spinning top. So if I say Beyblade, that will be more easy for you to relate, right? So spinning top, it is a top, and see with the help of a thread it used to be spun. That means when it is put on the ground, so it is spinning on an axis. So just this pin, if I can move this, so it is in one place, but it is moving on its axis. So when an object moves around its axis, that is called rotational motion. So this is spinning top, motion of the spinning top, or Earth's revolution around on its axis. These all are the examples of rotational motion. So circular motion, one in a circular path, and rotational motion, that is the object is moving on its axis. Now I am going to show you something interesting. It is a bead. I have inserted a thread into it, made a knot one side, the other side is hung from a support. Now I take it to one side and then leave it. Do you see the motion? It is repeating the motion with time. This which I have demonstrated, it is a pendulum. So you also can do it at home and you will have lots of fun. Here I have drawn the picture of a pendulum. See, this is called the bob. Now when it is placed over here, it will come back here. Again it goes here. Again it comes back. So it is repeating the motion at regular interval of time. This type of motion is called periodic motion. Examples: so motion of a pendulum, branch of a tree moving to and fro, motion of a child sitting on a swing, strings of a guitar, or the surface of drums being played. See this tabla or the drums when it is being played, or the strings of the guitar. These all are the examples of periodic motion. Observe carefully the motion of the ball on the ground. The ball is rolling on the ground, rotating as well as moving forward on the ground. Thus, the ball undergoes a rectilinear as well as rotational motion. So, it is a combination of motion. Think of other examples where objects undergo combination of different types of motion. I give you some clues. Motion of the earth, sewing machines, bicycle. So, we did measurement activities and discussed some kinds of motion. We saw that motion is a change in the position of an object with time. The change in the position can be determined through distance measurements. This allows us to know how fast or slow a motion is. The movement of a snail on the ground, a butterfly flitting from flower to flower, a river flowing along on clear ground, rounded pebbles, an aeroplane flying high up in the air, making jet trails, moon going around the earth, blood flowing inside our bodies. There is motion everywhere around us. So, here we complete the chapter. Thank you.